Many marriages are destroyed because of roots of bitterness. Many friendships are destroyed. Many careers and jobs, my God, people have moved on because of roots of bitterness. Somebody gonna get this in a minute. The Bible tells us that many are defiled by the means of bitterness. Bitterness can be tricky to recognize because it's not a symptom. Oh, that's good, ain't it? See, it's hard to recognize bitterness because bitterness is not a symptom. Give me just a little bit more without a spike here or something. It's not a symptom. In other words, when you get a cold, you know you got a cold. Why? Because you coughing. Or your nose is running. You're wiping your nose. Or your eyes are running. That's a symptom, right? That's a symptom that you have a cold. But roots of bitterness, see, it fools the masses of people because it doesn't have any visible sign that it's there.
Right. So true.
Woo! I done preached again.
Yes, you have.
I done preached again. Hello, somebody. And so on the surface, visible on the surface, like anger usually is, many claim that they aren't angry. Hateful. A hateful person say, I'm not hateful. But you see what?
Hate.
You see the hate, don't you? But that's not what bitterness is all about. Bitterness is not about being angry. I mean, it is about being angry. I'm sorry. That's what bitterness is about. It's about being angry and it's about being hateful. But bitterness is an underlying problem that doesn't always manifest on the outside, but dwell in the person's system. Say it with me. Say bitterness is an underlying problem that doesn't always manifest on the outside, but dwell in the person's system. And that's why the devil have used an aid of its familiar spirit. Because the familiar spirit knows mankind. Every mankind are assigned with a familiar spirit. Hello, somebody. And so, guess what? Even though they don't act up on the outside, he knows you got anger on the inside. He knows that you got hatred in your heart on the inside.
Help us, Lord. Help us.
Somebody gonna get this in a minute.
Yes.
He knows that you never forgiven your ex.
Help us.
Man, I can stop right now. You know that boyfriend and that girlfriend you had that really hurt you? And I'm over it. I got me a new baby doll. But you got you a new baby doll, but you still got hatred. You still got anger in your heart over that ex. You taking it out on the new person you with because you got roots of bitterness. Hello, you say you want to get married, but you ain't ready for marriage. Because you got roots of bitterness. You just going to get into marriage and you're going to hurt that significant other. Because you're going to be, you act just like Johnny. You act just like Susan. Hello. Because you haven't released that out of your spirit.
Amen.
Can't nobody pastor you. They can't pastor you. Woo! Don't y'all throw those shoes up here. They can't pastor you. It's because when you look at the pastor and something is triggered that he said, that your ex said to you, or your ex-husband said to you, your ex-boyfriend, now you want to throw a shoe at him. Like they did George Bush. threw a shoe at the president of the United States. Hello. Yeah, I was upset over that. You don't mistreat our president like that. Whether I voted for him or not, I was upset he's still our president. Threw a shoe at him. And George Bush just, he does real calm, man. I be getting down, them folks over there, man. They may come out with a machine gun there. And you just, hello. Amen. But guess what? Many claim that they aren't angry. Hello. But they got all of this bitterness in their heart. Bitterness is a root. Look at the person say bitterness is a root.
Bitterness is a root.
Hebrews 12:15 said, looking carefully, lest anyone fall short of what? The grace of God. Lest any roots of bitterness, there you go, springing up, cause trouble. So it's a root. Bitterness is a root. In other words, guess what? You don't see the root in the tree, do you?
No.
You don't see the root in the vine, do you?
That's good.
But you see all kind of branches stemming from the vine.
Yes. So true.
That's why it's able to do so much damage in your life.
Yes.
My God. Because you don't see it. You're not looking for it. You're not watching for it. And when something happens, you calling it something else, but you're not calling it what it is. That's roots of bitterness. But I'm sorry for being so angry. I'm sorry for being stubborn. But you're angry all the time. You're stubborn all the time. You're rebellious. So it ain't just angry. It's roots of bitterness. Look at the person next to you and say, it's roots of bitterness.
It's roots of bitterness.
It's not just angry.
It's not just angry.
Being angry all the time. Hello. My God. What is bitterness? Bitterness is seed of hatred. It's seed of anger, discontentment, and heaviness. Roots of bitterness carry a spirit of heaviness. You come to church, you're so heavy, and you're wearing the pastor out. He's sweating, he's tired. He got to take a break when he gets to praying for you. He got a whole line of folks we need to pray for. But when you so heavy because of roots of bitterness, when he pray for you, that spirit attacks him, and now he's tired. Give me a drink of water, Sister Usher. Where's the nurse? Because she need to take my blood pressure. Training the poor pastor. When all you got to do is listen to the word. All you got to do is just obey the word. You could save the poor pastor some strength. Let him work with the people that really, really need it. Hello, somebody.
Amen.
Amen.
Yes, Lord.
But that spirit of heaviness comes with the roots of bitterness. And you go through repression. You go through obsession. You go through depression. And then you go through possession.
Yes.
Hello, somebody. And you can avoid all of that if you get rid of roots of bitterness.
That's it.
Because the devil knows it there, and guess what? And he's setting you up for a fall. Why? Because he wants to defile you. Yes. Look at the person that says that, don't be afraid. It say, the devil wants to defile you.
The devil wants to defile you.
See, he wants to defile you. You are a beautiful person. You're a beautiful man. You're a beautiful woman. You're a beautiful individual. People see the uniqueness in you. They see the greatness in you. They see the potential in you. Yes. But the devil comes to contaminate you. He comes to devour you. Yes. Where people cannot see who you really are. Yes. You think you have trouble in relationship, no, you won't have no trouble because people see the glory of God in your life. They'll see the love of God in your life until they spend some time with you. Man, did you give me a little more volume? Huh? Okay, so I'm about to lose my voice a little bit. Okay, that's good. The mic is there. It's there. What is a root? A root is a source. Listen to this. A root is a source or a bubbling fountain that is lying under the surface. Wow. It's a source or bubbling fountain that lies under the surface. Roots do not directly manifest or make themselves known, but are a source of nutrition. Oh, this is good. A source of nutrition, of fuel. You know, fuel? If you don't have no fuel, your car's going to stop somewhere, right? Mm-hmm. It's a source of nutritional fuel for other elements that are on the surface. Uh-huh. So roots of bitterness fuel all of that stuff that is manifest on the surface. So if you got a lying spirit, guess what? You probably got a roots of bitterness of a lying spirit. Of people lying to you all the time. Of people not trusting you. People not making you feel good about yourself. People rejecting you. See, it stems from somewhere. Right. And so you have to lie, and you don't have to lie. Right. But because you have a spirit of insecurity, which is a root of bitterness, that's hidden, but it's fueling you lying. So if I get to the root problem of your lying, of your bitterness, then guess what? Your lying will go. Right. Yes. Your anger will go. Yes. Your possession. Some people are so possessed, they so jealous. They jealous of everybody. Hello, somebody. They don't trust nobody. Don't trust their mama, their daddy, their brother, their son. I don't trust nobody. Well, the roots of your bitterness is hurt. Right. You've been wounded. Mm-hmm. You know? And if you get rid of the roots of bitterness of hurt and the wounded spirit, then you'll trust folks. Right. That's it. You won't say everybody's out to get you. Mm-hmm. Everybody. I trust nobody. Mm-hmm. Somebody told me that time, I don't trust no man. I don't trust nobody. I said, you don't trust me? You know what I told him? I said, man, you got deep wounds. You got issues. Mm-hmm. You got issues. Mm-hmm. I've never done anything for you to not trust me, but you don't trust nobody. Uh-huh. See, you make folks want to not trust you and I do something to you. You talking something like that? Well, forget you. I ain't coming back no more. Listen, when you need a ride, I ain't picking you up. You make folks sing dealing with somebody like that. That's why some people just move on. Because they say, man, I can't be in the company of that devil. Hello. And you wonder why people scatter from you is because what you're protruding from your ore, they picking that up. It's coming out. It's being projected from you. You don't have to say nothing, but it's being projected. Your demeanor. Yes. They see it. Your disposition. They see it. Bishop, don't nobody want to work with me. I understand. I understand why they don't want to work with you. If you look like you're going to slap me if I make a mistake, I don't want to be around you because I don't want to be fighting you. A root's job is not to manifest on the surface, but to brew under the surface and through things that are on the surface. Did y'all hear that? A root's job is to fuel things that's on the surface. It's to brew things on the surface. And it's brewing all the time. You know, stuff is brewing in you all the time. And then finally, you know, it's like a boiling water on top of a stove. Then finally, when it gets too hot, it reaches a temperature where you're at a boiling point. Now steams come out. Roots of bitterness is brewing you all the time. And then somebody do something to you and you snap. Well, they should have did that to me. But that ain't why you snap. That's not why you went off. This stuff been brewing in you for a long time. Look at the person next to you and say, it's been brewing in you for a long time.
It's been brewing in you for a long time.
For a long time. It just reached a boiling point.
A boiling point.
And the steam, even the pot couldn't hold that. Woo! Pot couldn't hold it. That's why it had to be released. You got a top on it, blow the top off. You better have a cap on it. So we'll take the whole top. But you see the steam, you say, oh, it reached the point now, it's too hot.
Help us, Lord. Help
I need to bring it down.
Help us.
And God is looking at some of us and saying, you too hot. You too hot. Your temper is at an overload. And guess what? If you don't fix that, you're going to have a stroke. You're going to have a heart attack. You're going to have a panic attack. You're going to be driving one day and get so nervous and you have to pull over. Because underneath the surface, you're brewing. You saw the signs, but because roots of bitterness have no symptoms, you just didn't know what it was. But you saw the sign because one day you was happy, next day you was angry. One day you had joy, one day you was crying and didn't even know why you was crying. You saw the sign. Listen, people couldn't talk to you, but one day you want everybody to talk to you. You saw the signs.
Yes, Lord.
You saw you saw the sign that you was brewing. Maybe you didn't know it, but you know it today.
No excuse.
So there's no excuse after this. I talk to people all the time, and I know they're brewing. And I just give them a pass, and I look on. But that's why I need prayer, saints.
Amen.
I need prayer because, Mother, are you listening to me? Because I know they're brewing, and I be trying to help them, and I say, oh, I just got to go on and pray for them. I'll see you tomorrow. Because you cannot cancel a demon, you must cast a demon out. I don't care how many counselors you go to. If you brewing through roots of bitterness, you better let that counselor get that thing out.
Right.
It stems from somewhere.
Amen.
A root can also be progenitors. Say progenitors. Or progenitors. Family descendants that have passed down bitterness in a person's DNA.
Help us.
Wow.
Help us.
You can have family members that is so jacked up and dysfunctional, like Jacob's family was in the Bible. Jacob's family was dysfunctional. Y'all didn't know that? It praised Jacob, but Jacob had a dysfunctional family.
Right.
Hello? And so, it could be that. So in your DNA, it can be passed down to your children and your children's children and their children. Hello?
Amen.
And it stems way back. It passed down to you. Hello?
Amen.
You act up, you did things, and you responded a certain way because it's in your DNA. Hello? It's a hidden element that lies under the surface.
Yes.
And out of it springs up anger and other negative emotions against others, against the circumstances around you. So it's so damaging. It doesn't just deal with people, but it deals with circumstances.
Uh-huh.
You can't even finish a job because you feel like you're having a nervous breakdown.
Help us.
You feel so stressed out. You feel so depressed. I can't even finish right. I gotta stop. I gotta take a break.
Help us.
It's in your DNA. People who have roots of bitterness find it easy to get upset over things that others are doing around them. It's like a brewing volcano that lies beneath the surface, waiting to set aflame something that is on the surface. The next time you feel yourself snapping all the time, getting angry, going off all the time, think about this volcano. Think about this volcano. The volcano don't just start spewing out fire and all that, and just, all over the place in a major way. You know what I mean? It builds up to that. It starts brewing and then it starts spitting up. That's a sign. That's a sign that after a while this thing's gonna erupt.
Yeah.
And when it erupt, everybody gotta get out of the way. Houses, cars, and everybody. Hello, somebody. So you got to know yourself. But Paul said that you're gonna have to walk in truth. Come on now. He warned us not to have roots of bitterness. Isn't that what he said?
Yeah.
He said, he tells us that many are defiled because of roots of bitterness. So we're going to have to watch this thing. Bitterness can't be kept to oneself. Look at the person next to you, and I'm about to bring it on in. Say, bitterness can't be kept to oneself.
Bitterness can't be kept to oneself.
Countless of women who were raped develop emotional and spiritual bondages because of roots of bitterness. It wasn't so much the rape and the abuse, y'all listen to me, but it was the roots of bitterness that came to the surface of something that happened to them years ago.
So true.
They couldn't let go what happened to them. Look at the person next to you and say, let it go.
Let it go. Let it go.
Let it go. And so you marry somebody that's been abused and been raped, somebody that tampered with them years ago, and now you're waiting on them to get normal, but they don't, because their roots of bitterness fuse whatever situation that comes to surface. Wow.
Man.
That's deep.
Yes.
Get rid of the roots of bitterness.
Get rid of it.
Let it go. Come on, look at somebody. Help me preach this morning. Look at somebody and say, let it go.
Let it go.
And it's been noticed through therapeutic observation. It's been noted through therapeutic observation. Men who have experienced rape and abuse, men get raped too, they get abused too, they get molested too. They say the men that experienced abuse, that forgave the male that violated them, that raped them and abused them, said they was able to cope throughout their life. They was able to get over it. Y'all listen to me? But the male that didn't get over the molestation, that didn't get over the rape, turned out to be homosexuals or abusers themselves.
Man.
Hello, somebody.
Yeah.
So see how important it is to get rid of the roots of bitterness?
Man.
You got to get rid of that, because it's a bondage in your life. Whom the Son have set free is what? Free. Whom the Son have set free. Free. Whom the Son set free